Team secrets turn to bad.
Nightmare.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team secrets turn to bad.
Nightmare.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team secrets turn to bad. Alliances turn to ban. Remaining. 5 seconds remaining. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliances turn to ban. Alliances turn to pick. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliances turn to ban. 5 seconds remaining. Alliances turn to pick. Team secrets turn to pick.
Race King.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliances turn to ban. 5 seconds remaining. Alliances turn to pick. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team secrets turn to pick.
Race King. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliances turn to ban. 5 seconds remaining. Alliances turn to pick. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team secrets turn to pick. Race King. 10
Prepare for battle. Thirty seconds to battle. The battle begins.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Not today.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Step lively now. Your admiral.
First blood with a poison twist. Oops. 毁天灭地，难死！
你行，你行，你上，你上。你行，你行，你行，你上。你行，你行，你上，你上。你行，你行，你上，你上。
我是一个没有感情的刷钱机器。
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, look at it go!
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire are scanning.
Yes! That's a kind of style. Oops. It's out. Your king thanks you.
My poison claims its victim.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That should help.
No.
My spring image.
Perfect! Of course.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
You're welcome. Not a fountain.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Mine.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Well played.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
A flight of fancy.
Echo slam. Don't take that magnitude with me.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
A flight of fancy.
used to be scared like, yo, we got to save it. But nowadays it's just
Hello,
get in, get a
hello
kill.
Quad stack of neutrals. Gonna
Yep.
drop a little Echo Slam on that.
Give me that gold. Probably more than a hero. We do see a ready from Limp and a go from a Tumbleman, which means, hey, we're ready. That's good. That's not good.
Yeah, we're not ready though.
Uh-oh. Is it us? It's looking like it might be us. Hopefully it's not Dota 2.
Well, it happened for me as well, right?
Yeah, and now, okay, I'm completely out. I'm going to hit the reconnect button, and uh-oh.
It doesn't look like we lost internet. Are we still live?
I think. I guess I'll just say hello
Yeah, what's up, everyone?
to everyone at home. If you're wondering, well, it looks like the game just went down a little bit, so we're hoping we can reconnect, but this is...
Hanskin just logged back in on Dota. So he
Okay,
must
so
have
it
got DC
definitely
as
was
well.
Dota, but this isn't good. Maybe we... I'm scared. Is this one of the times the reconnect's not working? Do you leave Dota, reconnect, and hope?
Are we
Or is
remaking
it
game
worse?
3?
Are we? That's the question. Who knows? Luckily, I'm not the admin. I would hate to make this decision. That is a rough one. But yeah. Exactly. Peter, do you want to go for the restart Dota 2 and try?
Yeah,
Or
sure.
do you, I can, because I'll just cast
No,
off
I
the
got
Observer.
it.
No, I already left.
Me
Yeah.
too.
So, hey, everyone. Yep, you see it. We're hoping it's a game number 3. A little, a little more, some people might call this anticlimactic. I call it more because what's going to happen out of that pause? Is the Radiance going to happen with the Wraith King? Who knows? More than likely it
He's
will.
gonna get the
but-
Radiance eventually.
Okay, then the mystery solved. All right, let's see. We're trying to reconnect. It's not looking good. So we're going to take a moment of silence and hope. We're hoping we can reconnect, but this is... It's not looking good, Peter. It is not
What?
looking good right now.
What?
I don't know what happened.
What happened here?
Yeah, what did happen? That is the question. I've never seen... Like you said, it felt like
Everyone's out of the
everyone
game.
is out of the game. And now we... Yep, we're seeing some lobby chat. Nico, baby, isn't really happy. I mean, Alliance, they were definitely ahead in this game. But it was what, less than 1,000 gold lead, both teams farming. This was just a good game. That's the worst part, right? It's not
Right.
like an absolute domination like game 1. It's a very even game.
Huh.
Peter, what would you, if you were still playing, you're putting player pants back on right now, you're the captain of one of these two teams, what are you looking at? You just want to see what's going on, right? First off, obviously.
Yeah, you just try to figure out what's going on,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's unfortunate to happen, but that's life.
Yeah, it really is. Well, we'll try to keep you guys up to date. We don't know what's going on as well. So
Basically, the lobby crashed.
the lobby
and
just
then
completely
now
crashed.
Nobody
and
can get back into the game.
yeah, we have the leave game, the reconnect button, as you saw. When you click reconnect, just nothing happens. And your Steam avatar pretty much sums up my face right now.
Yeah, a little weird champ for
Yeah.
for you. Well, I
Definitely
mean, we
is.
can't even play the little mini arcade game,
Yeah.
right? The Whack-A-Meepo or whatever. The
Nothing.
playground. What's
Don't
it
think we'd
called?
want to anyways. The playground, yeah. The Whack-A-Meepo. What are the? Do you know what all of them are? The Whack-A-Meepo.
Yeah, you have the musical chairs, and then
Yes.
you have the
What's the other one called though?
word hero map, hero search.
Yeah, it's just called Hero Search. Find the hero. I'm actually not sure myself. I'm curious.
You know, play Dota Run or something.
A Quake Dota run getting going. Yeah, we have no clue. We're gonna see. I'm gonna ask. Where's the? Don't worry. We're trying to get some stuff where we're just learning because this is online Dota for you, right? You just never truly know what's happening. Peter, what's your favorite? What is your favorite custom game of all time? Not even just Dota 2. You can do StarCraft, Warcraft. Do you have just one?
Just one
Okay, you can give your top 2 then. I'll give you 2.
besides Dota.
Yeah, just only I mean Dota is the god game. You don't get to count that as a custom game anymore.
It elevated its game, right? It
Yeah,
was
it
no
did.
longer a custom game. It became its own game.
A real game, yeah. Are
All
you
right,
in it?
so-
I remember you playing Uther Party. You're not very good at it. It seemed like you had fun, but
I'm pretty good at Uther Party, but still not sure it's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Uther Party is kind of like a copy of like Mario Party, in a lot of ways. You know, all the mini games and stuff.
when did Mario? I guess N64 came out
Mario
before
Party's
Warcraft
pretty
3.
old.
Yeah, it is.
But like the mini game kind of, you know.
Yeah. So
inside
what do you
the
like?
game.
Are you a TD guy? Are you a
Oh,
a
no,
run,
no.
a dodging and evading stuff kind of game? What do you like?
I play a lot of Dark Deeds.
Okay.
If you remember that.
Yeah, I do.
That's one of my favorite games.
So you like building cities and avoiding bad guys.
And killing them.
Yeah, obviously.
After I rat them out.
Obviously. What about vampirism?
And I like tricking people, right? You know, in Dark Deeds, how you can trick people and like, hey, that guy is evil. You know, I saw him. Saw him turn from the werewolf.
And they'll aim him. They'll just go aim him.
And then they kill him, and they realize it's the citizen, and they figure out I was lying. But then it's too late. I've already taken
built
over.
The city.
No, you don't. You obviously don't know what I'm talking about.
What?
What do you mean? In Dark Deeds,
you build.
You build, yeah.
Yes.
Everybody's a peasant,
and by convincing people to go attack other people, it gives you time to get more resources, which you can build, which is how you get ahead in that game. Maybe you're just playing at an uncompetitive level. I don't know.
No, we need to hash this out real quick.
We do. Okay, explain how you play Dark Deeds,
all right,
Peter.
No, but do you even know how Dark Deeds works?
Yes.
Everybody's a peasant. And they spread out, and you go build.
Yes.
Sometimes you build with somebody else. Sometimes you don't.
I mean,
and then at midnight,
it's a bad idea.
When it turns dark, one person gets turned to evil.
Yes, and it could be the person you build with.
Yes, it could be.
Which is why you don't build with them.
Or you just, or you're kind of collude and you just both become evil, and then evil can win. So basically, if you convince other people, because the citizens are all trying to figure out who's evil.
Yeah, that's what you want to do, and
right?
Finish them
if
off.
you convince them that another good person, another citizen is actually evil, and they kill the citizen, then they realize that they fucked up because they killed an innocent, and then they realize maybe the person that told us that they were evil is actually evil.
But you're chaotic neutral, where you just told him to kill the other guy, and you're not even a bad guy, and then you threw the game.
No, because I like to. I go to the one-man win, so I'm more of a selfish player.
Well, we are going to take a short break. We do not know what's going on. We think it might be remade. It might not. It was a very even game, I assume. It might be, but we're going to show to a short break. When we get back, we promise you game number 3.
Which one of these foods contains a protein that can make your arthritis pain worse? You'll learn the answer in this quick 3-minute video. Here's what happened when people like you with arthritis stopped eating this protein.
I'm Teresa Hershey. About a year and a half ago, I started having chronic knee pain, and it was very severe. I couldn't hardly walk. After the second week, I got up off the couch, free of pain. I said, it's working, yay!
My name is Greg Mormon. I had back pain for years, and it only was getting worse and worse and worse. When the severe sciatic condition would kick in, it would cause my right leg to go completely like numb. Like I would collapse. I said, this is crazy. I'm not even 60 years old yet. I'll try anything. To my astonishment, actually thinking I was dreaming because I had no back pain. It healed me so fast, it was like an answer to prayer. There can't be any other explanation.
My name is Kate Method, and I'm very, very active in different kind of activities with my church. The issue was I was just hurting so bad. I wanted to go more with a natural response rather than the harsh chemicals that they have, because I've been on Celebex for years. Like in 2 weeks, it was starting to come around. I've gone from a 9 down to a 3. Whoa, this is pretty cool. And I'm able to do the yard work. I've been able to, walk my dogs.
My name is Alex Mitchell. I went from scared to death, can't hardly walk, to everything's fine. The onset of the stiffness, I could not put my feet down and walk. And literally within a week, my stiffness was cut in half. By the time I got to the end of a couple of weeks, it was gone. I mean, like, I have no pain now. How much better can it possibly get? It can't get any better.
My name is Brandon Gray. I'm 34 years old, and I'm a business profitability consultant. I was having some joint pain, oddly enough, on my foot. I would just have terrible pain. It was much better than having to eat Advil or Tylenol all day. It worked. I'm a believer in it.
My name is Teresa. It just started to work within a few weeks. I noticed a difference. I can do yoga, and I'm able to do a lot more things that I was not able to do before. It just worked wonders for me. It's amazing.
It was amazing.
I'm a believer in it.
I said it's working. Yay!
There can't be any other explanation.
How much better can it possibly get? It can't get any better.
Pretty amazing, right? To learn how these people changed their lives, watch the free presentation that the doctors at our institute just released. Just click Watch Now to get started. In that presentation, you won't just learn which protein you need to avoid to reduce your arthritis pain. The doctors will also walk you through the research which proves you need to avoid this protein. And they'll do it in simple terms that anyone can understand. The doctors will also show you exactly which foods you need to avoid because they contain this inflammatory protein. They'll show you exactly what you should eat instead to minimize your inflammation in your body. This presentation will only be free for a limited time, so I urge you to watch it now while it's still available. Don't procrastinate. Click Watch Now to take advantage of this opportunity and to hear directly from the doctors.
Rising out the ashes, coming from the ether. All I hear is static. Breathe a little deeper. Fallen, broken, a million light years away from home. My eyes opened, and now I've come to claim life. Never let it go. These wings carry me. Live this fantasy. Running through the fire, fire. Gonna let it burn. I am the Messiah. Gonna let it burn. Running through the fire, fire. Gonna let it burn. I am the Messiah. They see me shining, calling me a goddess, thunder and the lightning. I'm falling, I'm faster, making my way back, I'm close to home. I'm fighting harder, because I've come to claim my throne. Never letting go, these wings carry me. Live this fantasy. Running through the fire, fire. Gonna let it burn. I am the Messiah. Gonna let it burn. I'm running through the fire. Gonna let it burn. I am the Messiah. when you think that you lost. Oh, I will take your hand and we'll rise up from the dust. Oh, here we go, 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 let us heal and grow. You won't be alone, we're unstoppable. Don't be afraid to show what we're going for. This is what we know. Here we come back to life, we're still breathing. Standing up, everybody's gonna see it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. Even if we fall, we will rise up and we follow the path that we believe in. No, we're not gonna stop until we reach it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. We rise up from the dust and clean my throat. We rise up from the dust and clean my throat. We all have our reasons why we are on this track. Oh, we all have our burdens, yeah, but we just keep on fighting and we never look back. Here we go, 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 let us heal and grow. You won't be alone, we're unstoppable. Don't be afraid to show what we're going for. This is what we know. Here we come back to life, we're still breathing. Standing up, everybody's gonna see it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. Even if we fall, we will rise up and we follow the path that we believe in. No, we're not gonna stop until we reach it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. We rise up from the dust and clear my throat. We rise up from the dust and clear my throat. We rise up from the dust and clear my throat.
She doesn't have the time, always talks about all the other guys. Will I ever understand? Without her, it's not fair, I need you back. No more crying at the end, I'll do it again. I told you I was lonely, and I think it out my head.
rising out the ashes, coming from the ether. All I hear is static. Breathe a little deeper. Fallen, broken, a million light years away from home. My eyes opened, and now I've come to claim life. Never let it go. These wings carry me. Live this fantasy. Running through the fire, fire. Gonna let it burn. I am the Messiah. Gonna let it burn. Running through the fire, fire. Gonna let it burn. I am the Messiah. Gonna let it burn. 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 Found me in the darkness. Now they see me shining. Calling me a goddess. Thunder and the lightning. I'm falling, I'm faster. Making my way back, I'm close to home. I'm fighting harder because I've come to claim my throne. Never let it go. These wings carry me. Live this fantasy. Running through the fire, fire. Gonna let it burn. I am the Messiah. Gonna let it burn. I'm running through the fire. Gonna let it burn. I am the Messiah. And I live this fantasy. Running through the fire, fire. Gonna let it burn. I am the Messiah. Gonna let it burn. Running through the fire, fire. Gonna let it burn. I am the Messiah. Gonna let it burn.
I'm so sorry that I wasn't really there for me. Cause nobody else is showing any empathy. Rudely awake and quiet undertaking. Did I do something wrong? Life isn't easy. Why did you leave me here with my thoughts alone? I don't wanna wake up messed up. Cause I can't spend another day like this. Another type of caked up breakup where I've been finding any way to my fix. But I know I need you now. Cause I don't wanna be around. No, I don't wanna wake up messed up. There's gotta be another way past this. I'm so sorry that I didn't go to therapy. Thinking everybody, even you's an enemy. Brutally awake and quiet undertaking. Did not do nothing wrong. Life isn't easy. Why did you leave me here to get drunk alone? And I don't wanna wake up messed up. Cause I can't spend another day like this. Another type of caked up breakup where I've been finding any way to my fix. But I know I need you now. Cause I don't wanna be around. No, I don't wanna wake up messed up. There's gotta be another way past this. If I am so wrong and so gone, miserable, won't you stick around just for some be visible? But you don't, no, you don't, can't leave me aside.
look at me that way. It broke my heart to see. It's too hard, it don't come easy.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. It's rewind time. We're going to be taking it back to the beginning of game number 3. Oh, my goodness. So,
way back. Beginning of the draft.
Beginning of the draft, yeah. So, very interesting situation. One, we do not run into Dota very often at all. I can barely count on one hand how many times we've had to do this, at least from my own personal experience. But because of a serious server and game issue and players being able to connect, they had to pull out the book on this one. And we are running it back. We're all the way back into a new Game 3 draft. The draft has already started. We were going to allocate a little bit of extra time. Well, not we, but ESL was going to allocate a little bit of extra time for the teams to prepare for this. But they said we're ready to go. And we're fired into a draft and ready to begin, gentlemen. Already with the first pick being Queen of Pain. Feel free to go into that. Feel free to go into the mentality of what do you do if you're trying to pull back from game number 3 and start afresh.
I think that's the key thing is you have to look at this like a game 4 in the series. And game 3 was a tie because what the draft in game 3 is going to affect the draft we see now. It is a new draft. I think ultimately that's better and fairer than doing a remake that's old pick. You already played out the draft. Playing it again.
It would. I think personally, if I looked at that, it would be to the disadvantage of Alliance. I think that, for example, Nisha in the mid lane would do better the second time he's matched up against Viper. He would go jungle sooner, knowing that he could still recover his game, which is what was happening in the game.
Would you say that just remaking already is a disadvantage to Alliance? Were they in a good enough position for what was that game?
Yes, but slightly. I think Alliance... they were slightly ahead, but naturally their lineup was going to fall off at some point in time, and it was concerning to me. The Kunkka was beginning to come online
he was
and
rising.
stuff.
He was rising.
But just generally speaking, because it was Game 3 Alliance versus Secret, where Secret is just favored in all matchups, then I think it is disadvantaged.
I mean, I think at worst for them, it was maybe like an even-ish game because Machi's PL is about to come online. But if you're playing Secret and you're in an even game, that's better than 90% of the time against Secret where you're going to be in a losing game. So,
so I definitely feel bad for the A boys.
But it's time to start anew. They've done it once already in game number 2. They can certainly do it again. It's a run back. Again, we're in the first round of upper bracket. There's another life. They can stay alive, but they would be moved into the lower bracket.
So the ban change. Shaker gets banned this time. We had the Shaker versus Rubik matchup, so that we're not going to get to see that. And instead, Ember making its way through the pool, which Secret get first 2, recognizing that this is potentially a key hero.
What's the flexibility available to Secret with this hero, though? They don't seem as flexible. They have players that are capable of doing it. I just haven't seen them do much of variety with it. No, Yapsor Ember rather. I don't see that a whole lot. Off lane, no.
It's one or two positions
Matamba
for them,
Man?
yeah. It's like they're either going to run one or two. I think it's I think this might be our mid matchup just because we've seen Ember Spirits play against Quap, and it might be that Nisha really wants to be able to have a skill matchup where he can outplay Fada. Sorry.
Throwback.
Just Alliance, Viper mid, Fada just came to mind. Lim.
Fair enough.
Where, he can actually use his Sleight of Fist to be able to dodge the dagger, as opposed to an auto win matchup, which is any Viper matchup. So.
All right. Well, they take Weaver off the table, which is intriguing.
Alliance take up the Shadow Demon, which is has the Purge option against Ember Spirit, and as an initiating force, much like the Enchant, the slow applies so much that it's very hard to get your spirits out. So if he doesn't have a spirit out, it's a pretty good catch.
I think that's partly why they banned Weaver. It's just a core, even a support that isn't afraid of Shadow Demon. You get disrupted or purged, you always have the Shikuchi kind of to escape, unless there's an insta follow-up to a disruption.
Yeah.
Wonder if Secret eyeball that Weaver taken off the table and get more intrigued by the idea of doing something like a lone druid, let's say, which did find them success in game number 1. Can't sleep on that.
Oh, it is banned out. Alliance is, after game 1, they're just like, no,
okay. I was going to try it. You're right. Second ban there.
but Secret have last pick here, so I think the nice thing with the Ember first two, even if they don't flex to the 4 roll, it does flex between safe lane and mid very easily. So if they can use that last pick to get either a mid or a safe laner, and mid often includes those cheese heroes, the Meepos, the Broods, heroes you have to worry about. Matu's Brood is fantastic. So definitely a consideration for Alliance in this draft.
Mentioned Brood, and I just get this feeling of cheese picks coming. We haven't had a cheese pick in a while. You know what I mean? I feel like something's going to happen on the last pick of this draft.
Yeah, Bloodseeker. They wanted to draft Pango. Lycan's already banned. Pango, Timbersaw. What other like pretty mobile heroes are left in the pool that don't like Bloodseeker? There's Death Prophet still out there as well. Not as important to be mobile, but still a problem. Slark. I haven't seen Slark
It's
in a while.
definitely more telling to what they want to do. It's not like Secret or Alliance, rather, time and time again, be pulling out this Bloodseeker.
And this time it's Secret getting the Beastmaster. I think this is one of these really dominant offlaners. If you have a decent start to the lane, you can just kind of steamroll through the game. Particularly anytime Enchantress is... I think it's a condition to pick this hero that Enchantress is banned. It's just unplayable into Eng.
Yeah. Good stun versus the Queen of Pain.
As for Alliance, no stuns yet versus the Ember. So a 1-2 position Ember is actually feeling like, okay, this game looked pretty good for me so far. And I think that's something Alliance need to address.
Alliance have drafted Nyx before, I believe. But no, they go a hero that has no natural stuns.
I was gonna say, yeah, no stuns, brings sustain, survivability, sure, but yeah, an intriguing pick nonetheless.
Is this also a lane counter to Beastmaster? Do you persuade the boars? Can you do that with level 1 persuasion?
I assume so.
Yeah, that would make sense as to why they're picking it.
Yeah, so they're going to be running Hanskin Shadow Demon more as a 4 position, which is fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
Bit afraid of their lineup. Looks rather squishy right now.
Yeah, something about it is leaving a kind of a bad taste in your mouth.
Yapster's Enigma. They see both supports, and supports is usually where the BKB Black Hole counters come into play. The Wyverns, the Silencers.
Yeah, you've already taken one of the best ones too in the core position, Beastmaster.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, and you got Zion, that's sufficient. Beastmaster, it just seems like a nice time to pull out the Enigma. Now Alliance kind of scratching their head like, do we play core Silencer?
Yeah.
What can we do about this now?
And your 2 supports aren't really like mobile supports that can roam around, pressure at jungling Enigma at all, so Yapso should have a pretty free time just jungling it up. You secure your offlane. Your Beastmaster in the offlane's not going to be able to contest the lane, but he should get XP there. I think if you're Alliance, you really need to take advantage of the fact that Beastmaster is going to be kind of in a 1v2 and get some kind of hard carry to win you the game.
It's troublesome because Enigma, I always feel pretty good about Enigma and being able to slow down the role of these sort of like 5-man lineups, not only because your team fight is super scary, but very, very early on. You're very disrupted in laning phase because if you don't have a way to like really pressure in the jungle, which Shadow Demon Chen can't really, then you know this Enigma's free farming, and he's simultaneously denying experience away from your cores, which means he comes online slower as well. So I feel like this Enigma is going to be getting into a very happy place.
All right, now they have a little bit of control for the Spirit problem.
Yeah.
And, a good matchup for that mid lane if it is going to be Ember in the mid lane.
Here to kill summons. There's Eidolons as well as Beastmaster Boars and potential Necrobooks. Kunkka's definitely good for that.
Yeah, Kunkka Boat, Channel, maybe survive that black hole and have the round 2 of a team fight. Get a core that can do more damage throughout, a lengthier endured fight.
They were debating for a long time over that pick, and I think the maybe consideration was what's more important, this Kunkka or the hard carry for Nico Baby. Like, I thought they might pick a Morphling because, to me, that's what stands out as the hero that can just bully the safe lane, give Beastmaster a really rough time, but...
Turn into the Ember Spirit as well.
Yeah.
Feels very good.
But at the same time, maybe it looks like they just value the Kunkka higher. Does seem to be probably an offlane Kunkka with Shadow Demon, though, so not in the mid lane. I don't know. Quap Shadow Demon just doesn't seem like the scariest of lanes. Ooh, a Brew ban. They're expecting some kind of like safe lane Queen of Pain.
Maybe they run the Kunkka into the Beastmaster. Not sure.
True.
Yeah, because I was going to say Queen of Pain, Chen, how much can they really do against the Beastmaster then?
Yeah, S4 could do like a safe lane Kunkka, and you have Nico Baby playing like an aggressive lane. Queen of Pain, aggro tri-lane kind of thing.
The Illusion's heroes don't feel that good against Beastmaster. Morphling, Ember Spirit can go Spirit Vessel route. I was gonna say, yeah, I like that Monkey King ban because Team Secret could have the Monkey King into the Kunkka if they wanted, which is a really fun matchup. I love watching that matchup.
Yeah, and a lot of them don't want to be in the middle of a Monkey King ult either. Seems like they have all the survivability, but Secret could suddenly pull out crazy team fight, and that all would not matter.
I feel like they need to fall back on late game at this point. I'm a little bit concerned they won't be able to commit enough.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of two approaches. Late game or all in the early game and try run over them, because Secret is going greedier, but they're going to go more late game. They get Wraith King, yeah. Almost certainly going to be their safe laner. You just know that safe lane is pretty much a free lane. Like, you're going to have some of your range creeps get denied by Enigma, but if you have pulls available to you, it's more or less a solo Beastmaster, so...
It's funny, it's a harder Phantom Lancer game than last time. Kunkka and Queen of Pain.
By the way, something... I mean, I keep talking about this Beastmaster as an offlaner. They actually run it mid all the time.
That's true.
Nisha plays it mid, so it could be like a 3 Enigma.
Yeah.
Could be a... I mean, they could just pick an offlaner too, so...
For sure.
His Beastmaster mid just goes his super farming...
They could pick
build.
the Wraith King matchup lane right here, yeah, with that offlane pickup.
I feel like the carries are the better option for dealing with Wraith King. What? PA?
Is PA a hero, guys? You've got some good buffs from Beastmaster with the aura,
it's
but...
not like you even have like the Grimstroke or some sort of cheesy bit of synergy to work through that early mid-game period. This just feels like a raw PA, just like we want PA. Who can swing with Wraith King, sure, but she's got to survive through 2 rounds of Wraith King. You know, how much damage can the others of Alliance dump onto her?
Yeah, I think we're a little surprised because, like, if you're going to last pick a carry, you'd normally think, okay, you pick one more for the matchup. It's not like PA has an amazing counter matchup against Wraith King or Kunkka, I feel.
Yeah, the Kunkka lockdown for the PA is really annoying. He does a good amount of magic damage.
He goes Halberd.
He can go Halberd and maybe even a Crimson Guard sort of build for this game. It can be really good at being able to like burst down the first 3 heroes that I see in this game.
For sure.
I don't really know why they picked it. Like, there's not a super clear example to me. So none of these heroes are MKB heroes. You could say that about them.
That's true. That's true. Do you like Secret's draft better for this game than what they were sporting in the game 3.5 that we sort of experienced?
I liked it. I mean, I don't hate the PA. It just doesn't. It's not apparent to me why they picked it. Like, I do like Secret's draft. I think at the same time, Alliance have some good options and answers themselves. I like that the Enigma's going to be played in the core role with Zai on it. So I would favor Secret here, just because I think this Wraith King as a hero is just a bit greedy and a bit slow paced.
Yapzor, Ember Spirit, Zai, Enigma. Team Secret's throwing us all kinds of curveballs here. So they are going to be doing the Beastmaster mid into the Kunkka. I think I'm going Alliance this one. I personally thought Secret was going to win that game 3 when it disconnected. Hopefully Alliance can do it again.
We'll have to see. It's time for the true game number 4, the hopeful final last game. Let's throw it over to the commentary team now. Grant, and PPD. All right.
Yo, welcome back, everyone. This is game 3B. 3A, it accidentally
This is game
DC'd. This is game 4 of the best of 3. You know, it sucks that it happened, but guess what? Now we get a fresh new game, fresh new picks. Peter, who we liking? What draft? We got an Enigma draft this time.
Yapsor's playing Ember Spirit.
Okay, we've seen that a little bit in the South America. Definitely loves those 4-position
Yeah, he
spirits.
must have been
Not much
watching
in Europe.
some Matthew replays.
Yeah, I mean, this is a completely different draft, though. Like, Secret's draft to me, I don't think PA's a good hero. Why do you think they scooped her up?
PA? I don't know. They just felt like they wanted it, I suppose. The Double Man said, you know, Puppy was like, what hero are you going to carry on? And he said, I will carry on Phantom Assassin.
What's she good against, then? She just burst physical damage? It doesn't feel like she's good versus Wraith King, right?
Well, she's one of the better carries against Shadow Demon.
Okay.
Doesn't really care about the Purge as much.
Gotcha.
Can probably go Battle Fury this game. Maybe like, actually, I don't know. Maybe just, I don't know.
It's different. We don't often see the PA, so we're excited. It's on Team Secret, best team in the world, so we'll see if it's the best PA in the world. And it is, as the panel said, God said, Beastmaster going middle.
Is Limp going to first blood Nisha on mid lane again?
I'm going to go with...
As he teleports out.
Probably not this time. Maybe the first thing happens. I'm hoping not the second one. But this middle matchup, it feels like it should be pretty good for Kunkka, right?
Definitely good for Kunkka.
Yeah. Look at that already. Takes it. Oh, but the range creep deny. Limp already getting played early in this matchup.
Yeah, Limp a little frustrated from the Disconnect remake. Yep, you can tell.
In all honesty, though, if you're Limp, you'd be a little right. You dominated that lane, it felt like.
There's two ways to look at it. It's like, you know, you can either be angry that, you know, something bad happened and you had to remake the game, or you can just be like arrogant and cocky, be like, yeah, I kicked your ass the first time, I'm going to kick your ass again.
All right, I like it. That's the mindset you need to have. And in the bottom lane, it's Zai on that Enigma. He's just going to be trying to pull the lane back, do what he can. As Yapsor, this feels like a pretty weak lane, Enigma plus Ember as a support. You just pull the lane back and get levels, right?
Yeah, it sounds super weak. Chen, I also think, is kind of good against Enigma. Pretty easy to get a creep in rather than kill Eidolons. He actually took the Eidolons.
Yep, which means you can also spawn the double Eidolon, which he did.
I wonder if when you take the regular Eidolon, if you keep the attacks.
The charger time for
yeah,
it?
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to find out if he does it again. Who really knows? But feels like the game might be a little bit slower in the early game, besides this middle matchup, which should be pretty fast-paced. Melee versus melee. The boars are pretty strong as he gets higher level, but...
Yeah, I see Limp not making... Limp's missing a lot of CS.
And you see it. I think he knows. Yup. You can tell he knows he's missing a lot of CS.
Man has a family.
Well, top lane. Where... Yeah, it feels like this game is going to be slower just because the lanes are a lot more simple. As Enigma is just always going to be denying, shouldn't really be in threat of dying. The PA, possibly this top lane, could be where the action's at.
Could potentially be a kill in the top lane. PA is quite fleeting.
Yeah.
Doesn't have Blink Strike quite yet, but level 4 is going to be hard to kill her.
What do you do on an off-lane quap that you don't do on a middle quap? Is it just item build differential, or?
FNG got the Eidolon, but it was a freshie, so...
We don't know.
You're talking...
Yeah, just what's the difference between off-lane quap and middle quap?
Action
Uh-oh, are they going to get it? He hits the torrent, but Limp's getting low. He gets the cleave, and again,
First blood
Limp.
again.
And the tip.
Damn.
All right, and Nisha tipped him as well. He's like, all right, you know, it got played. Is that now 4 lane wins in a row for Limp? He's dominating.
This guy's the best, man.
He really is. This laning phase, Limp does not play around. That could have very well been a first blood the other way as well with the torrent hit, but the boar out of range, and then you just get cleaved.
Anyways, you had some important question about the Queen of Pain's item build?
Yeah, I mean, what's the difference between an offlane quap and a middle quap? Do you, like, what's utility for her? Because isn't that normally what you do in the offlane? You get the utility items?
I think sometimes we've seen the Necro 1.
Okay.
And, I mean, besides that, sometimes they just go with, like, Yules. It's pretty standard, right? Like, whatever quap needs to get, whether it's Yules, Necro, or Orchid, it's kind of just what they do.
So then it's not really much of a difference. You're just going to have less levels?
Yeah, exactly. They'll just be a little bit behind. More of a roaming quap.
Goodness, Nisha has to be careful.
Kunkka's really good against Beastmaster throughout the entirety of the game.
You see he's now getting his last hits denies on bottom lane. Just throw down the Midnight Pulse. Zai wants to keep it away. You see him going for the book one as well. We've seen Enigmas just crease that jungle farm. Or just push towers with it.
Nisha's Boar Micron mid lane is pretty good.
Yep, trying to keep it away from him. This mid matchup super versatile, but
Yapster's getting a haste string bottom. Maybe he'll try and make a play.
Level 2, so he does have the chains at least. Not the longest lasting, but they're there. And now Limp says, how about I just go and heal instead?
That would have been the play, though, to cancel the TP.
Yep. Oof. Hanskin just gets hit with the dagger. So Matoma, man, farming pretty well, 25-2. Same with bottom Wraith King. Everyone is getting theirs, including both offlaners, Zai and the Quap. Pretty even. Uh-oh. FNG's trying to run, but no, he's just brought down by Zai and Yapzor. The Ember Enigma getting a kill. Oops. Wow. I did not see that coming.
Yeah, on Chen of all heroes, this guy usually just sits at full HP the entire laning phase.
You see the Shadow Demon trying to do some damage. Puppey actually eats a lot. He's running. He's baiting him in. Oh, but there's the stick as well as the Fairy Fire.
Yeah, flexing with the Fairy Fire usage there.
Okay.
Oh, but salving in the middle of Shadow Poison? All right, Puppey. A little bit of a waste.
It is. He's level 2, rotating back on top. Matoma Man is level 5, so Puppey, level 2, not having the best time, but you're getting your carry, tons of farm, tons of experience. Meanwhile, Nico Baby, only level 4. Yeah. Is this a better Wraith King game than last game? That's like one of the few heroes that did stick around. You're not against that PL, the mana burner, so does it just make you naturally better, or are you worse versus like the Kunkka and Quap?
I don't think it's that great of a Wraith King game.
Okay.
They have a lot of constant damage. Like, sure, they have some, some single target ultimates with Beastmaster Roar and Bane's Fiend Script, but PA can just constantly go. Ember Spirit can constantly go. And I think that's kind of what Wraith King excels against, is like big CD heroes.
Yeah. Doesn't feel like, yeah, as you said, they have many. The middle lane actually gets glyphed by Radiant to keep the siege creep push going.
Action on bottom.
Double damage. And bottom. The action. The Midnight Pulse. Clearing out the trees. It's pretty nice when you're pushing these tier 1 towers, just clearing out all those trees. You always have vision.
Yeah, Enigma starts to get really strong right about now with the level 3 Eidolons.
And he is getting close. No, he has it. All right, you talked about the in the top lane. Wait. Puppey, is he going down? We have some more poison. Last one. He's running out of mana here.
One more stack and we should get him.
And that's going to be 5. He pops it, 560 damage done. Well done. Gets the kill, but yeah, Zai, apparently Secret just loves these naked items. No boots, nothing else, just a book 1, nothing else. We saw the urn from Yapzor the other game. And they're still diving. Matoma Man, though, he jumps forward. He's like, Hanskin, you don't really have the most mana. He's just going to try to TP out. Do we have a stun? Do we have a sleep? Puppey, it's a long teleport. Brain Sap is enough, and the Bola's actually locking him down, so they do get a return kill.
Yep, sorry, cancel the TP. Got himself a little assist.
Well played. Got to get that gold, because this Ember Sphere, like we said, it's hard. The early game, it doesn't feel like you really do that much unless you're hitting those Bolas, but luckily he is.
Well, he'll be more useful in the mid to late game, as he'll probably be the person that's dealing with the lane that nobody wants to be in. And Alliance doesn't have great catch for him. They've got X, and yeah, that's about it. X, and then if Quap eventually gets an Orchid. But besides that, he should be able to just like run down lanes and
just keep him pushed out.
Yeah, is he going Mana Boots?
That's what it's looking like. Mana Boots into a Spirit Vessel here. Oh, he even sold. Oh, he doesn't have enough gold. He might die before he gets it. He gets blinked on. There's going to be the put under, and he is in a lot of trouble. Gets screamed. Oh, no. It's only level 1. Will he get denied? He sleeps some, and then no, doesn't get the deny. And uh-oh, they jump forward. S4, he might go down here as well. The blink is up in 1. No, doesn't have it, and Hanskin actually gets critted, so it's a 1-for-1 trade. The Ember, unable to get his boots, so he loses some gold, but then you lose your offlane Quap.
Yeah, well, Secret's got 3 heroes up here, so they're committing a little more resources, I suppose. Kunkka, he was off to a good start, but then Nietzsche kind of started to take over, but now it looks like Kunkka is back in business. He's got double damage rune. I'd love for them to start rotating on this mid lane with Chen and Shadow Demon. Maybe even bring Queen.
Yeah, feels like they could take this tower. It's already down to 320 life. But Limp, he says, no, I'm going to be chilling in the jungle. I'm going to just keep my farm up. And on the net worth, he is at top. Kunkka 4.3K, the Beastmaster 3.5. Obviously a rough matchup. Bottom lane, Zai stuns the Wild Wing, so the tornado goes away. He does hit the torrent. Boat's flying in as well. Does it hit? It does. Just clips him at the end. He's getting over the TP. Nico, baby. The stun, they have vision. They barely get it off. He actually ran away, and the cast time almost let him TP out, but they get him. Big rotation. We'll see if they want to go for this tower. You don't often see this tower pushed by Radiant this early, but looks like they want to.
Nice play from FNG there, recalling in the Kunkka. Now he can just freely, either farm the jungle or hand the shovel over to...
What's he getting? All right, he's getting the brooch, the movement speed, and the mana.
That's a good trade.
Yeah, the Kunkka will take it. Are you a shovel guy, Peter? Are you an off cooldown guy? Or are you someone who says you should do it, but then you don't?
What do you think?
I feel like you think people should use it off cooldown, but then you don't.
I'm like the most efficient shovel user.
Okay.
And the only reason I use it is because other people are
depending on
just bad at it.
Oh, okay.
Or lazy, or just like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Maybe they play too much core to be like not selfish.
Okay, I gotcha. That's fair enough. Ooh, Puppy runs into S4. That is a level 3 Shadow Strike. Does some decent damage.
Bane is level 3.
Yeah, Bane on the struggle.
And he didn't get any outpost experience.
Ouch. Uh-oh, FNG getting run down. The stun's there. Yapsor's here. This should just be a quick slide kill. Matoman actually gets Handskin top-barred me, and then Zai with the Midnight Pulse kill picks that one up, so it's a quick two-fer. And yeah, you talk about Bane, he just now hit level 4. But then I look at Matoman, he is level 8.5, but I guess Nico Baby is 8 as well, so
yeah,
just falling a little bit behind on the Bane.
No, Alliance is doing well across the board. Top lane is getting a little bit difficult for them as the PA is quite strong now with their treads, double Wraith bands.
Level 4 dagger, so easy to spam out. You just get a random crit, ruins the lane. Nisha does get the deny, so the tower goes down, but you deny that team gold, so you're still up 1,000. Has the Helm of the Dominator going for a Vlad's next. FNG getting dove under the tower by the Necro 1 as well as that. Is he? There's a TP in from the gun. He will. Uh-oh, do we have the Torrent of the X? Does he commit it right away? Not quite. Boat's going to fly, and there's the Torrent. And, well, Zai, you got the kill on FNG, but you're definitely going to be punished for it as Nico maybe crits him.
Nice little gold bonus there for Wraith King.
Yeah, he likes it. He says, all right, I'm only at 800 away from my Relic. I'm actually getting, he is doing a lot better top lane.
Demonic Purge.
Oh man, as you said, doesn't mind it too much, and S4 gets brought down. Matumba, man, there's the poison, gets the kill. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Now Puppy, this is a level 8 support versus a level 4 support. You ain't winning this one.
Yeah, what in the world? Shadow Demon is out of control.
He really is. I mean, he did just get the solo experience for that PA kill that helped for sure. And Puppy just runs away, but holy, I did not realize. Level 8 Shadow Demon in 11 minutes? Pretty damn good. What are the other supports? The other supports are 6, 6, and 4.
Yeah, Secret support's way behind this game, which is quite unlike them. Usually their supports are over-leveled and over-farmed.
Yeah, even Yaps are only level 6. He does have the mana boots now, and they're smoked up looking, but Alliance has some sort of clue what's going on. Nico Baby, okay, he's just waiting for those Ancients, but they're... Which way are we going? We going for FNG or are we going for the Wraith King?
He does have an ultimate on Wraith King, but...
You have
one.
Uh-oh, there's going to be the roar. They want to at least bring down this ultimate. They have the damage for that, it seems. But Nisha, you got to be careful. Maybe they don't. They do.
He's purged.
Down it goes. And Nisha, he's purged up. He's about to take a big chunk of damage from all these ultimates. There goes his life bar. You do get the Wraith King ulti, which is a 200-second cooldown, but this is your middle, tempo controlling hero.
Yeah, it's for sure not worth it. Wraith King's trying to dodge farm anyways at the moment, so unless you want to trade 2 lives for... a play like that, it was not good for Secret.
It's not. He is flying the Relic out now. So we said last game, it was right before he got it right, he's getting a 18 to 19-minute Radiance. This game, he is getting a 15-minute Radiance, it looks like.
Yeah, probably.
Wow.
Skip the Bracer this time.
He did. Hey, and we like it in a non-meme way. It's a chunk of gold. 525 gold early game is nothing to snuff at, or sneeze at, or sniff at.
I like the Gloves of Haste, because I think it's just value. It's just good all game. And if you feel like you can't go Relic and you need to get an armlet or something, you can stop for that.
But Nico Baby not buying into that build. He is just phase boots Radiance every game.
Yeah, it's working. Well, not the last game. Right, he had the Bracer.
He did. This game working a little bit better. Zai, no black hole for 40, but they are rotating into the jungle. They're going to run into skeletons and
smoke bottom to retake their ancient control.
Ooh. Limps here. He went the Heaven's Halberd. The best part about not having to go Radiance yourself, get these utility items quick. And Zai, he's going to be X'd, he's going to be boated, he's going to be torrented, and he is going to be sent to the underworld as he goes down. This feels like it's just so easy to make plays on Radiant right now just because the Kunkka is kind of the end-all be-all catch.
Yeah, Kunkka is. That's why I love playing with Kunkka on my team. It's just, X and Torrent, you know exactly where they're going to be. They get stunned. It's like a bunch of lockdown. Follow up with some easy damage.
Yeah, tons of burst too, right? I mean, the ship, it used to be like not guaranteed. Now it's just 400, 500 damage depending on what level.
Yeah, Limp Rushed Halberd here. I like it. Wraith King's already got the Radiance covered and the damage, so gets the Halberd. It's pretty much Secret's. I don't know. It's Secret's like outside of Black Hole. It's a majority of their damage is the PA's right click, and he's about to finish the Deso. So if you can Halberd him in fights, it'll definitely help your squad stay alive.
Yep. Only be able to throw daggers at that point. Like you talked about Yapsor, he's playing kind of in that bottom lane by himself, but Radiant, they're smoked up. Are they going to Roche or are they going to the jungle?
I think they're going to the jungle. I don't think Roshan is a play for them quite yet.
Yeah, as you said, with the Kunkka not going like damage, more utility, and the Wraith King. Can't get it. Maybe if you had a medallion, but Chen's going for the mech. And okay, the Hawk is just going to fly above them all, but they're still smoked up, so it doesn't catch that they're there, but it does catch that the bounty rune got picked up.
I think they thought maybe Matoma Man was going to make a mistake and push too far, but he basically backed up even before they started the smoke.
And a 2K lead for Alliance, but man, Nisha, he has had a little bit of a rough game, but he's still got some items. He's got Vlad's Hot as well as the medallion. He's farming up some stacks.
Yeah, he's farmed.
But how do you turn it into,
exactly.
How do you turn the farm into kills, I guess, or objectives?
Beastmaster's all about, well, he plays a little bit differently because he gets so farmed on the hero, so he becomes like this guy who can just right-click and fight and stand in the middle of fights, which he can do, but Shadow Demon will make him a lot squishier than he hopes to be, and hold on, we have a Roche attempt.
Oh, Radiant going into the pit. They don't have the medallion themselves. Actually, Dire has it, but you've got the Vlads, you've got the Radiance.
They need a sentry for the Hawk.
They do, because that Hawk, it'll give him vision, and there's going to be that. The Torrent does hit. Yapsor will make it back to the high ground, but he's losing almost all of his HP there.
Freshy Hawk flying in.
And it gets hit by the Shadow Poison. Handskin still no detection, so it's just going to scout them all out. It feels like you don't want to take a fight maybe if you're Secret, but you want to steal the Aegis? I'm not sure.
Oh, he scouted them all out.
Oh, the point, and they're running forward. This Roshan is going to get taken about one hit. The axes, will they get the kill? No, the roar does go out. Will they at least bring down this Kunkka? He is so taken. They throw out the black hole. They're throwing everything for it. S4 throws his ulti out, and they get the save from the Purge. Actually, that's his own, and Limp, he's going to be completely okay. Handskin is brought down, but Zai should be the next one to fall after FNG. He is. It's a gigantic fight. Matumba Man with the triple kill, and he's getting right-click the Radiance plus the stun. It's going to be enough in this PA. You got a triple, but you're in a lot of trouble. He does get the sleep into the Blink Strike, gets the kill with the Radiance. It's a double, and Puppy, you're going down as well, my friend. Even with the bolas coming out from that Ember Spirit, Puppy is dead. Nico Baby has a Radiance, Aegis, 2,000 gold, and a triple kill.
Yeah, he is strong at the moment, and I actually thought that fight was going decently well for Secret. Kunkka's ultimate didn't come out for so long.
Yeah, didn't get the mitigate, right? He got black holed before it came out, and they just piled that damage in.
Yeah, and they were able to kill him, but Shadow Demon with the disruption, delaying his death. Here we go.
Yeah, you see there, we can see. What are the little things we missed? Well, doesn't look like much. He's got black hole. They just right-clicked him down.
Yeah, I just thought if he got the boat out earlier, I feel like there's no chance he could even get close to dying.
Yeah, when does he throw it out? He's
holding it for his teammates are dying around him.
Yeah, it was a little bit. I mean, they still win the team fight, which is good. But like you said, Matoma Man does end up getting that triple. But Nico Baby, he has 3 lives. He is on the 3-life Wraith King right now. I'm just not sure. How do you bring this guy down?
Don't think they have the tools right now to actually stop him. I think Secret needs to split push a bit, let their PA get to her BKB. But then, it's kind of what we were talking about before, is like, how does PA actually carry the game? I'm not sure that a BKB is... I feel like Secret still struggles on damage. They really need like a Midnight Pulse plus a great Black Hole. But Kunkka and Wraith King are just so tanky.
Yeah, and now the Wraith King, not only does he have the rings, he went for the second item Blink Dagger, so he wants to be able to start these fights and just
Jumps
go
on
in.
The Puppy.
He's just going to solo kill him. Wait, the Limp's like, no, let me get some of this. There's going to be a sleep, pulled back, there's the cleave, there's the Torrent. Radiance burn will be enough. And Alliance, they, as you said, maybe they thought they were winning that game 1. You don't let it distract you. You play another game 3. and you just keep up, you're going to get a tier 2 tower hero.
People said Secret was unstoppable. Alliance was looking like the better team today.
Yeah.
Not after game 1, but...
Yeah, game 1 was rough, but that makes it look even better, right? Like, you got trounced and you figured out your mistakes, and you built on them. And there will be a tier 2, so some more team gold going Alliance's way. Going to push him to about a 4K lead here. S4, what did he go? He went for the book 1. Like you're talking about book 1 into Ewells. They're just ready to push, ready to fight. Don't matter. There's a Grove ball on the ground. Who's taking it? No one? All right. And a Philosopher's Stone. Yeah, someone get one of those. There we go.
I think
Shadow Demon takes the...
I don't know. The People's Gift is quite nice. A lot of HP for the SD.
So it's either the Chen or him, right? For that Philosopher's Stone. They jump in again. Yep, sorry, will slide a fist and probably make it out. Still such a squishy hero. He does have the Vitality booster, but only 1.4K.
Shadow even used Purge, but either Yapsor somehow disjointed it or he casted it on a creep.
Yeah, I heard that, and I was like, wait, he's not taking much damage, though, so who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
Little misclick maybe, or maybe a great dodge by Yapsor.
I didn't even know you could dodge it.
Maybe you can, and he did just miscast it.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Same. Well, Nico Baby, he's just going to kill a courier. Nisha's courier chilling over there, and the bounty runes, well, they've spawned, and actually, yeah, Nico Baby just gets in there before it can get denied and kill, free gold. And it feels like this game is all Alliance right now as they get 3 of the bounty runes, 4K lead. They still have that Aegis. Do you just keep going? You just took that tier 2 bottom. Do you just go take the tier 2 middle if you're Alliance with this Aegis?
Yeah, you definitely do not shy away from fighting. I think just moving yourself onto Secret side of the map and forcing Secret to make difficult decisions is the way you want to play this.
And they are. They're smoked up, and Limp also had an Invis rune bottled, so he's going to be leading the charge with Nico Baby.
I think Wraith King can probably just walk down lanes, though. Like, he might just want to just start smacking towers since he has 3 lives, and then let his teammates run around and look for picks.
Yeah, that's why I'm surprised he went bottom. I was like, that's the only place you don't really need a tower.
Oh, Puppy.
He's X'd. He's torrented. The poison flies out, hits him. They do have a full solar crest on that Beastmaster, but Nico Baby says, I don't really care. I am just going to kill you.
He's definitely going in any chance he can.
And getting close to that level 3 ultimate. 40-second cooldown for Wraith King. That's when the game, it becomes real hard.
Yeah, Blink Dagger was a great choice by Nico Baby this game because he was had so much free farm and was so far ahead. By buying the Blink, Secret it has a really difficult time of just dodging and avoiding him. He, by buying this Blink, he's forcing Secret to have to deal with him, and they just don't have the tools to at the moment.
They don't. We do have. It feels like it might be go time for Secret with the item flying out. The PA has a Deso and the BKB on the courier just delivered.
Here they go right away.
This is go time. We'll see. You still have the grip, so you have that lockdown. The problem is a lot of ways to cancel. X, Boat, Torrent, Stun, Shadow Demon.
Oh my goodness, the grip is instantly canceled by a pre-planted Torrent.
It really was, and now he gets his BKB out, pulls him back with the X, and now he's just running. Where's the rest of his team? They might not even need him. There's going to be the Purge on to Zai. Zai is down. They're looking for more. Matama Man and Yapsor are trying to get out together as the creep, the Hell Bear, the one that doesn't even clap, just chasing him down. With that magic resistance, and Puppy blown up. Quap ulti, they jump forward. He gets an Ice Heals off. He will get put under. Do we have the Blink Strike to get out? There's a Roar. The Quap super low, and there's a crit. Matama Man does bring him down. It's a 1-for-1 trade, or 2-for-1 with a buyback from Puppy. But Nisha, he might just get right-click down. A nice Nightmare save. Is it enough? No. Nico Baby gets the kill.
He is strong.
No more Aegis, but he has his ultimate. Will he just die again? Oh my goodness, the PA! BKB's late, as you say, and just dies, and this could just be a Rax.
Could just be the game.
Oh my goodness. You saw it. I like how right when you said you're like, PA strong, and then PA didn't pop BKB, and well, that was the end of the fight.
Yeah, I thought maybe they had a chance there to bring Nico down twice.
For sure. I think if you pop the BKB, don't get stunned.
Still had Enigma. Haven't really seen any black holes from Zai this game either.
Yeah, just that one solo one on the bottom and that one solo one on the Kunkka.
Limp had the... I don't know how to describe it. I mean, honestly, the luckiest Torrent I've ever seen.
Yeah, the pre-planted one, as you talked about, on the Bane. He does Nightmare dodge the boat.
Yeah,
well played, Puppy.
Yeah, you don't need that Bane kill. Get back. And, if anything, just get some buildings.
Yep, looks like they're just going to completely back out. So Range Barracks will take some unhealable damage. That melee will heal up, but you get the Tier 3 tower.
Yep, you got a buyback from the Bane as well. Not the biggest deal, but the next death, Bane will be in the graveyard for quite a long time.
S4, he leaves it at book 1, has the Yules. He's the one getting initiated. I like it. He has the Essence Ring, and he's just going for the Lotus.
Yeah, their draft, or at this point, their draft needs to be don't get bursted by PA and don't die in Black Hole or Roar. And if you can survive those two ultimates from Beastmaster and Enigma, you'll be in a super good spot to turn the fight.
This Enigma we talked about might need some big black holes, has the blink, but without a BKB, they have a lot of ways to bring it down, especially with an Aether Lens Shadow Demon and a Kunkka. Uh-oh. They get another fine. It's just Puppy, and you said dead. Dead for a minute now.
Black hole
will
bottom,
go
got
off.
two.
Is it going to get the kills? We have Nisha rotating on in. They have the Roar, but he gets banished under by Hanskin, saving him a little bit of time. FNG will go down. The Centaur stomps, hit onto the Enigma. He pops his mech, lives a little longer, but Limp doesn't care. Double kill cleave. Simple as that. A nice rotation bottom. Alliance is just more ready to fight now. I mean, they're just far ahead. It's 11K.
The Chen's been super nice for them. They've been just outnumbering Secret in a lot of these engagements. Yeah. Being able to rotate people around the map. Nico Baby doesn't feel hesitant about split pushing lanes because he can always just get back to his team. It's really helped keep the creeps on Secret side of the map.
Yeah. Shout out to their newest player, obviously, FNG playing that. I believe, I don't actually know if he's the newest member. I think he's just a stand-in for now, but he's been looking good. You beat Secret, you're definitely looking good.
Credit to Alliance and Loda especially, making some great calls on the roster here. These guys look fantastic. Yeah. Bringing S4 back was a little bit of a controversial decision. And then they had Zibe for a while, but they eventually found FNG on a struggling Gambit team and brought him over. And
he's a beast of a player, beast of a captain, too.
Yeah, they look poised to make it into the top 3 of ESL Birmingham currently.
Yeah, they are just playing. It feels pretty much near perfect at this point. You did lose one hero back then, but it was a black hole, and you got 2 more kills, so you're completely okay with that. Matumman trying to farm up his level 18, just farming with Blur anywhere he can on the map, but nowhere's safe. If you get caught by the Kunkka or the Shadow Demon, you're either going to have to BKB TP or you're dead. And the Roche, it feels like that's going to be the next, and it is up as the goofy Skeleton Warriors meander on in. And will die in 2 seconds. See?
Wait, is that the revived ones?
What? No, those are the ones from Chen's Creep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I gotcha.
I was confused. How did they do that?
Can't just die like that. Well, the Hawk Scouts, that's the one thing, Alliance, they've played amazingly, but maybe some sentries around this Roche pit. They have they don't have a book 3, never mind, so yeah. They will finally get it. They've got a sentry down.
You'll notice the 4 player, he's not carrying any detection or utility support items, even though wards are free.
Do you think it's weirder you don't see more? Is it just so ingrained that core players don't buy wards? Because it is free now, right? Literally anyone can get him and play some. It's just so ingrained that supports have to do it.
Yep.
We'll see if that ever changes. I mean, middle players are getting better. At least they buy the first one.
They do have more time because they're hitting less jungle camps. Okay. So I think it is natural for them to be doing it. And here we go.
And the Kunkka just got an Aghanims as well. We've got the Torrent Storm online.
Going up the high ground.
BKB gets popped. And pops the Blur, just going to try to run away.
Nico Baby is relentless.
He really is. He has the phase moves. He has the blink. He does blink strike down. They know, though. He is truly relentless. Yapzor can't even hit him with the bolas. There's going to be a clumsy net to save Matumbaman a little bit longer. He has blink strike. He has to get over to Yapzor. The torrent barely misses, but there's the X. There's the boat. There's the purge, and there's Matumbaman's life. Yapzor trying to make it out as well. Oh, but the Quap blinks on top, and he TPs out. A nice little fake there. But it's a 12K lead. This is Alliance just looking so clean. Nisha looking to do some backdoor plays, maybe kill FNG, do some tower damage.
Mid lane is pushed, though, for Alliance, so they could go into the tier 3 bottom, but looks like they want to try and pick off Zai.
Who is hiding in the jungle, just blinks away.
Action on mid.
Nisha, yeah, he gets the roar. It is FNG. I like he's not committing his hero, just the solar crest, the creeps. It's not enough, it's one boar.
Good try, Nisha.
He tries make a little bit of space on the map. Instead, he'll farm up a Paladin Sword, and into the Roche pit we go. How do you do it now? Is it Aegis, Kunkka, Cheese, Wraith King, or do you give Wraith King 3 lives?
I honestly don't know if it matters. I think either one is fine.
As long as those 2 heroes are so tanky. Well, one of them's getting the cheese off.
Well, sure. Wraith King takes the Aegis. Look, usually your Aegis goes to your building hitter. However, I think Kunkka could also be a frontliner as well for them, but maybe he doesn't need to. Action top.
Oh, they get the merge. There's going to be a Yules in the air on the Queen of Pain. The
Hole.
Black Hole
They
down.
have
Do they have enough damage? There's going to be the channel, but it's not enough to heal. Puppey is going to try to instantly TP out. Do we get the stun? No. And Zai might also make it out. You lose your Black Hole, but you gain a core kill, which slows down some momentum. They'll take it.
It doesn't actually slow them down that much. Like, it was a bit of a distraction, but the thing is, Chen can just recall the Quap instantly as soon as he respawns.
How do you feel about this Ag? Sorry.
The Ag's on who?
The Kunkka. The Torrent Storms.
Oh.
Pretty crazy. When you get level 25 on this hero, you become Mayhem incarnate. The Ghost Ship fleet plus the Torrent Storms, you are a true pirate then.
I think it's nice. It'll be really hard for Enigma to Black Hole without the BKB. Right? Like, even as the fight's like starting.
I believe Zai's Eidolons just killed the Abyssal Blade on the Courier, so you won't have that on the Wraith King this fight.
Wraith King's maybe going down?
Yeah, he is in. Peter, quick trivia. What do you lose first, the Aegis or your ulti?
Your ulti.
Okay.
I'm a Wraith King player, so I know these things.
No. Well, they just back out. They do a little bit of damage to that tier 3. No, not much, 122. It's actually 112. Glad the Observer didn't look. All right, he looked.
They have no Black Hole. I think Alliance can force the issue here.
And the Absol, he just wanted to even get one boundary. And they do get some experience somehow having an outpost. But S4, he has found Puppey, and the book comes over to wake him up. Just right-click, Radiance there, stun, scream by. It's just, this game is all Alliance, and they're just controlling the map. You see them, they're running from bottom to top. They're running everywhere, and as you said, it's a big shout out to this Chen hero who's able to just make it a +1 every time. They're still pinging that top tower, but you see it, these good teams are so good at, and they're able to cut creep waves without dying.
Yeah, Beastmaster's got summons. He can freely do it with those, but you're kind of just getting further and further behind. I suppose they're waiting for Black Hole. But I don't think they'll have BKB on Zai before it comes out, or before Alliance pushes.
Man, it feels like PA. I know it's only a -1 armor change to the level 20 talent, but it just feels sadder. 3 armor at level 20.
Oh, I mean, you mentioned it, and I do feel you were right. Like, this hero is just kind of slow. He needs 2, if not 3 items, right? Like 2 damage items plus a BKB in order to participate in the game. And you see what happens at this point. Like, Alliance has just ran them over because PA was never ready to fight. I feel like we saw the same story yesterday with Liquid when they picked Void.
Yeah.
And I feel we also think some Juggernauts who have kind of fallen under the same curse of just not being able to get enough done in the early game.
It also didn't help the non-BKB usage at that middle fight, because it did feel like maybe it could be a turnaround. One mistake mixed with maybe this draft, and there's going to be the Nightmare Dodge again. Puppey gets it off.
Yeah, it's a nice little tool to help PA hold her BKB.
Okay, Nico Baby says, I do not care, though. I will continue to hit this. We have a Siege creep helping out. There's going to be a Torrent. It hits on the app, so they jump forward. He will get Heaven's Halberd and then put under. S4 throws out the ulti. I don't think he hit anyone, but the Torrent Storm is just doing so much work. He did kill the Ember. All right, and they move to the backside where Nico Baby's going in. The grip is on the BKB Kunkka. Do they have enough damage? Matama Man jumps in. They get healed up by the Chen as well as back. He's full freaking health.
Got the cheese off.
Oh my goodness. Cheese plus Chen, full HP. It feels like nothing has even happened to Alliance. All they've lost is the ultimate on Wraith King, which is 40-second cooldown and might just be up again.
Yeah, it's coming up back up in 21 seconds.
And they're just going straight down to bottom. Puppey's actually TPing in front of Nico Baby. I don't know about
you
that
gotta
one,
cancel
Puppey.
that one.
And he will. They just run straight to bottom.
Torrent Storm up in 25.
And we saw it. It did some work, hitting onto 3
they
heroes there.
Black Hole now for Secret. No BKB, though.
So it feels like to get a good Black Hole off, you almost have to let them come into your base and overextend, because you're not going to find one aggressively, right? Like a game-winning one.
Yeah, I think they have the Midnight Pulse, I think, is actually doing the most damage to Wraith King in these fights. So if they can end one of Wraith King's 3 lives underneath the Midnight Pulse and then maybe jump the back lines with the Black Hole.
He has the BKB now, by the way, on Zai. So you've got it. You've got one chance. You've lost 2 sets of Raxes.
Did he sell his Necrobook?
He indeed sold the Necrobook. He realizes BKB Black Hole is the only game winner here. They see Limp, FNG, and S4 are all together, but not quite. Nico Baby just gets a quick kill on Puppey. He buys back. Dagger hints Limp, slowing him down. Zai, he's like, they're not. They're spreading out. I can't do anything. And there's the Abyssal Blade. The Courier's finally back alive, but Tumman gets hit. Aegis is gone. He has his ulti up on Wraith King, so he has 1 more life. There's going to be the Malphus stunning up the Enigma as well as himself. And this is going to be another life, it looks like. Possibly jumping forward. There's a crit. FNG goes down. Only gets to go. There's the black hole. It hits onto him. It is just Limp in the Wraith King. Midnight is on the ground. He's going to die. He's going to come back alive, and it can. They do it. Handskin on the Shadow Demon might be the next one to fall. No, it's Matumba Man. Handskin stays alive with 60 HP. It's a buyback from Matumba Man. Now he jumps. He needs to get the kill. 25 seconds on the Wraith King ulti. Looks like he might lose it. He has the Abyssal Blade. Jumps forward. He will get taken down. 775 gold. It goes to Puppy, though. Matumba Man going for more, and Limp gets double crit. They hold. The book sell into the BKB purchase. It wins them a fight. Is it enough? Who knows, but they stay in it.
Yeah, huge hold from Secret, only having to expend Phantom Assassin's buyback, and obviously BKB Black Hole. But they defended.
They're alive.
They still have a set of racks. They got some, they got huge kills on Wraith King and Kunkka.
Ton of gold. You wish that gold probably didn't go to Puppy,
yeah,
though.
800 gold to Puppy's Bane.
That actually kind of feels real bad if you're Dire.
Yeah, the Ember Spirit got the other one, so.
Getting a little bit. What's he got? He's got a Spirit Vessel Maelstrom with the Mana Boot, so he's getting up there. Level 3 ulti, obviously not the biggest thing for Ember, and we see the replay here. It was just, they tried to initiate, and as you said, the Aegis expired as they were fighting. I believe it was actually right there it expired. You see the regen go up, and then they just right-click him down. I like Matumba Man. He doesn't finish off Nico. He jumps to the backside to Limp at the end, or FNG, pardon me, because he kills FNG. It's just well played by Matumba Man. They killed Nico Baby under the Midnight Pulse like you wanted. Or actually, they didn't. Midnight Pulse was on the left. This one didn't do much damage. But they got the kill either way, and it worked out for him. Ooh. But what do? How do you get out of your base, or can you? Do you just keep fighting in your base until you're like 5 slotted on PA?
Well, they need to win a fight where they don't use all their cooldowns, and then they can advance on the map. What the issue is right now is that they are missing that BKB Black Hole, so they probably can't stop Alliance from taking areas of the map. So I think, yeah, you see Puppy's just kind of prepping for the next Roche fight, if there is one.
Yeah, Roshan may respawn in 30. We'll keep you up to date on that. Nisha does have his full Assault Kyros now, even giving himself that Titan sliver. And okay, we'll see. Radiant seems to be grouping up, maybe for a smoke. They've got one on FNG. And also, Shadow Demon just scoops up. It's going to be the Aghanims. You've got the charges. You got the break now. Oh, that destroys PA, doesn't it?
Yeah, it totally
That's just like GG. That is a pretty good item in this game.
Yeah, no buyback, though, for Shadow Demon.
So if they can, if somehow the PA jumps on the Shadow Demon first, they get a disable for sure.
SD and Chen are the best targets for Secret at the moment. They can kill them before they get their spells and items off. It would go a long way to helping them win a team fight.
You would need to get some crits, because Shadow Demon does have 2.3k HP and a Ghost Scepter.
Yeah, exactly. You need to get him like in a Roar or in a Black Hole, which is back up now.
It is, and we have a fight. There's going to be a sleep on the Wraith King, woken up by the Centaur
Secret
Conqueror.
smoke around the back side.
They do, Puppy. He gets torrented, but they're just going to take the fight. The boat won't have hit anyone. The Black Hole, oh no, and he gets Abyssal Bladed by Nico Baby. He hits no one and gets punished for it. I think they knew this was their last desperation chance, and it's not looking good. Yapzor as well, more than likely going to go down with Puppy. It's going to be quick 3 kills and Black Holes on cooldown. This is feeling like it might be the game, Peter.
I think they're going to go for the throne here.
Yeah, why not? Go
Definitely
for the throne.
Megas.
And they're just putting him forward. You have the Assault Carriers. Yeah, I think they're, let's see. What's the decision, Nico Baby? You're the carry, you choose.
No
he
hesitation.
pinged it, yeah. I like everyone else like rotated bottom. Nah, you follow the carry.
Should we kill bottom, guys? No.
Nah. This is Nico Baby. He knows what he's doing.
Midnight Pulse can't do a lot of damage here if they're focusing on these towers.
Yep. Oh, and a Demon Edge gets lost, PA. He didn't have the Divine, but, you know, he's going to lose a little bit of damage. There's the Midnight Pulse dive, but he just jumps out of it with the Abyssal Blade into it. It's a 2-man torn into the 2-man cleave into the game, more than likely being over. Limp
GG.
With possibly one of the best series we've ever seen, and it is. And
Secret's
I would say
the best team in the world going down.
This is a big upset. What would you say, like 70-30, or would you be 60-40?
The odds in one of the games was 9-1.
And Alliance, let's not even beat her on the bush here. It felt like the gold was a little bit close, but once you had that 15-minute Wraith King Radiance, they kind of just always grouped up with him. They played well. It just felt like they played really well.
That was the story of both the games that Alliance won. Nico Baby just total complete free farm, and Secret was never able to stand up to him.
Yeah, and we got to give a shout. I mean, me personally, my Mercedes MVP, it's got to go to Limp. He won 4 lanes in a 3-game series.
Yeah.
Played like an absolute monster.
I mean, Nico Baby was kind of the Morphling in the other game.
True.
If you saw. But Yeah, no, everybody in Alliance played well. I would say maybe split MVP between Limp and Nico Baby.
The two cores. So even though you're a support player, you're willing to give it to the cores this time? You thought they played super well?
Limp's performance on mid lane was fantastic. I have not seen him play like that in a long time.
Yeah, and it wasn't even just the... I mean, he dominated the laning phase, but into the late game, we just saw the two-man torrent there, and yeah, a big congratulations, Alliance. A 2-1 victory. They're now top 3. They are into the winners finals. They will play against the winner of the next series, Virtus Pro Prodigy Enigma. But for now, we need to go to short break. But when we come back, we're breaking it down. And we've got another series.
I would say maybe split MVP.
Chasing love in an empty bar. Pour a drink till I make it past. The midnight hour seems to come and go, but I know. Walk on up with a drink in hand, sipping mixers 'cause you can. And all the lights begin to switch on. You're chasing the light, holding on the
What's up? Welcome back. It's time for the Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel Post-Series Breakdown. We have just concluded our first series of the day, and what a doozy it was, Alliance versus Secret. It's Alliance who get it done after 4 games, roughly, and a very convincing game number 3, gentlemen. Where do we even begin with this Game 4 matchup? You know, obviously Game 3
had a lot of issues, a rare instance that we had to kind of start the whole thing from scratch. But I would imagine Alliance would take this game even over the flubbed Game 3.
I mean, this was the most dominant of all the games. Absolutely crushing it, particularly Limp in the mid lane. I know Grant saying he needs some Mercedes-Benz MVP votes. Limp is rank 1 in Europe for a reason. This guy is an absolute mechanical beast. Particularly, you know, his early to mid-game play is just fantastic, and he shows it here.
Yeah, him and Hanskin, man, really stepped it up for this game. They wanted this victory real badly, and they managed to pull their team through, again, as you said, pretty dominantly. I would say Game 1 might have been more dominant considering the 20-minute GG call.
Wins.
But
yeah,
for sure, out of their wins. I mean, there was no, like, Alliance definitely solidified. They're like, all right, people can talk about Game 3 and like the remake however they want, but this Game 4, we're going to prove that there is no doubt today we're the better team. They just absolutely smashed Secret, and all of them looked good doing it too. S4 had some hiccups there, but again, Hanskin and Limp really pulled it through for the early game for them. And I think that their draft, I mean, the combination of their draft and then how quickly they played. Once they had an advantage, they got that fast Radiance, and they built up a little bit of a net worth lead. They were playing so fast around the map. Limp was constantly moving around. I'm going to catch people. I'm going to just force fights onto them nonstop. Same goes to Nico, baby. They had a great read for what Alliance wanted to, or what Secret wanted to do, where they were moving, and how to get in front of them.
And it felt like it matched up really well against Secret, who Niche in this mid lane kind of plays a bit more farm-centric rather than tempo-based a lot of the time, especially on certain heroes. I think his Beastmaster, while it is this kind of tempo hero, he plays it in a fairly greedy way. So when you've got Limp winning his lane, forcing Niche to just play it like more greedy jungle style to catch up, it just allows, Nico Baby to free farm away. And then Matu's also playing a hard carry. He's playing a PA, so they don't really have one of their two main cores playing this fast-paced active hero. And then you've got an Enigma, similar story.
Yeah, we were not really seeing what we're used to seeing from Secret today, at least in the form of Nisha and Matu. Is that a victim of them possibly just not having a good game day, or was it more Secret not giving them the tools to really, fill their full normal potential?
Well, I mean, they did run Zai on the Enigma. They ran a 4-position Ember Spirit for Yapzor, right? He has not played 4-position Ember Spirit. He's played Ember Spirit 4 times in his career, but that was back when he was playing on mid. In fact, the very first time he played it, it was all the way back in 2014, and he played against a person in this next game, Mind Control. They actually clashed all the way back in 2014 when they were back on some real garbage Tier 3, Tier 4 teams. But, those were the ages that he was playing it. So this was obviously something Secret, like, I'm sure they've tried out before in scrims and stuff, but probably not the most practiced draft, and was not prepared for an Alliance lineup that looked just very comfortable with their drafts, right? Everything, they didn't have DK, but everything else looks like total Alliance.
We'll check some of the replay action here from that game number 3. This was the big, deciding fight that showed where Alliance currently stood, because you found Secret actually leap off to a good start, but the durability of Alliance was so strong. Kunkka didn't even get off the boat initially in that fight, still survived on, still swung out a couple of hits, and then decided to get the boat committed. At that point, you got to feel really defeated as a Secret fan.
Kunkka as a hero just seems nuts. I've seen Kunkka's rushing Halberd probably as the most common build now, particularly here you're against a PA, so of course you want Halberd. But even games where I'm like, okay, the disarm's not super value, you just get so tanky with it. You're like 2.5k health with double bracer, phase boots, Halberd. You've got high armor, you've got the boat. It just means if they go on you with a grip, with a black hole, you're often going to survive through it and still get off your spells.
Yeah, this PA, who is such a burst-oriented hero, has a problem with not only the Kunkka being tanky, but also buffing everyone up from the run buff. The fact that Wraith King has an extra life, he just had to, every single time, if they wanted to be able to win a fight, he had to be able to dress the Quap instantly, blow her up as quickly as possible, and Zai needed to be able to get this really sick, uninterrupted black hole on Kunkka +1. But I think that was too much to ask from them. And in the end, Secret just looked out of practice with the lineup that they had, and Alliance looked in really good shape.
All right. Well, it sounds like we actually have a winner's interview ready to go. We have none other than the man himself, S4, out there from the great beyond. S4, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Hey, S4, looking good. It's nice to see you. Congratulations. A huge win for you guys. Obviously, Secret coming into this event as favorites through the group stage, pretty much undefeated. Now here you stop them in the first round. Walk us back a bit. Game number 1, though, oh my goodness, they opened strong. It was 20 minutes. You guys GG out immediately and reset, and you guys reset and then some. What was that like between game 1 and then moving into the rest of the series? How did you guys reset your mentality and prepare for war?
So game 1, it was kind of, so usually Puppy, when you draft against Puppy, he kind of like leaves your heroes, so game kind of changes for us, for me at least. So it becomes like a new kind of game. It's not very meta anymore. It's like he is trying to break your strats, and that's kind of what he did game 1. And then in game 2, I was like, should I actually go with this again? Like, should I go with what I feel is good, or did he just break me game 1? So I kind of manned up and went for the same game 2 as I was doing in game 1, but I changed it a little bit. But yeah, I'm kind of proud of myself that I didn't let go game 2 and go for something new.
Yeah, I wouldn't fault you for it. I'm sure Secret have done that to many other captains and have probably broke them and decided to, well, maybe we'll have to try something totally different, but it works out for you guys. I guess I'll just go. I want to jump into to the next one here. Obviously, a very unique situation with that game 3 where we had the server and had to restart, something we rarely see in Dota happen. So, like the challenges from game 1 and moving on, were you guys able to quickly put that awkward situation behind you and just say, let's just start anew for game number 4, or was there like some saltiness that still had to be kind of suppressed a bit?
Honestly, personally, I was a bit angry.
Yeah.
I felt a bit of anger, but not towards Secret, just like angry that we didn't get that win, you know? And I was like, why should I take the easy way out? Like, we're gonna have to play them more. This is just the first playoff game, so we're gonna have to win a lot more matches, so we just kept going. But to be honest, I was a little bit angry.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I bet Secret also felt a bit angry, but so it's no one's fault.
S4, I want to ask a bit about Limp and his gameplay. Today he was fantastic in the mid lane. He like solo killed Nisha in multiple matchups. What's he saying like in these matchups, in these games, like, and for you yourself when you're seeing him get these solo kills mid, what does that say about like your game and how's that helping you?
Honestly, when I think it was game 3. Was it game 3?
Which game?
The
3?
one that with DC, the Viper game.
Yeah.
He killed Kunkka, and like the morale just went up in that game when he did that. And like I think he was pretty hyped when he killed him. But he was also, I think he was pretty calm because he knows that Kunkka catches up easily. So we gotta stay level-headed. But definitely he's been performing lately.
So I think it's so cool that in that game 2 that you stuck to your guns and you redrafted that Dragon Knight. But then going into game 3, and I believe game 4 you did it as well, you guys actually took the Dragon Knight out yourselves, despite having no momentum and just winning with that hero. Did you guys always have like a secondary game plan for if you couldn't get the hands on the Dragon Knight, you wanted to try and get that second game plan going, or what was it?
Actually, right now in Dota, there's 4 bans or 8 bans. So in a way, it's kind of harder to prepare than it was a few years back when there was 3 bans. So actually, I kind of did it on the fly because it's a bit of mind games. Also, I felt like they're gonna want to grab it now after we played it, and I didn't want to give them that. They were trying to make a trade in the draft, and I wanted to put a stop to it and not give them what he was thinking. Like he had a plan. I wanted to break that plan and do something else.
Right. It sounds like to me you really got into Puppy's head there. It sounds like your game plan as a drafter really came to fruition. So really well done.
Yeah. Honestly, last game he was kind of in my head a bit.
Yeah.
I was a bit stressed in last game. But yeah, sometimes it's hard to draft against him.
Mm.
Awesome. S4, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us. Congratulations on the big win against Secret, and hope you guys can enjoy your night, and we'll see you back in the next round.
Yep. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, S4. Wow, a lot to take away from that interview. Really emphasizes the value of the drafting metagame. It's like almost as big as the game itself. And S4 has been a veteran captain for a long time, and here he is still having that mental warfare with Puppy even today.
I like how he says then, like, yeah, Puppy's also in my head. Like, because Puppy's in his head, that's why he's banning the DK. So it is like this mind game where, you know, he's maybe one step ahead, but he's not sure if he's one step ahead. Maybe Puppy had no intent on picking that DK. We'll never know unless we hear that from Puppy. So it's great to hear how much thought he puts into a draft.
For me, I think that's such a that gives me so much confidence in S4 as a captain moving forward. Because we did talk about that in Game 2, right? Curious the fact that they just got whomped with the DK, but they did stick to it anyway and reopened with that same Dragonite hero. And really just believed in what has gotten them there so far. I think that, if he was broken in that drafting sense, then like I feel like you lose something as a captain, right? You start losing some of that confidence and stuff. So for me, I think it's so important. It's like a really key moment for me looking at S4 moving forward and how he does. That I think says a lot about his character.
I also like that he said that Dota today is like 8 bans and not 3 bans. What does that say about the meta? Is that a better meta? That it's like there's so many good choices now that you have to have so many more considerations instead of just like, oh, this is an easy ban on, QoP X and X or whatever it may be. What do you guys like that, or do you think that that's a concerning thing for the meta?
I find the openers more interesting as a result, personally.
Yeah.
Because like he said, you can't game plan as much for it. So it does feel like the openers that we see can still be very varied.
Yeah, it seems like you can totally change your game plan as well from game to game. Like, because there's 8 bans or 4 on each side, suddenly you can just ban totally different heroes, and suddenly the game feels, you go into the draft and you're like, whoa, this is like a totally new game, new draft that's not even remotely close to the previous game.
See, these games are last pick Clops or Ember Spirits when they're like normally like first ban. Sometimes there's like a wealth of heroes out there in the pool of a certain role.
I'm sure drafters are not excited about that, having to think 3-4 steps ahead with secondary game plans, but as fans and viewers, I'm sure we all love seeing that change up from time to time in each game. So very hype. First series of the day. Props to Alliance. Props to their fans. They get to celebrate today and wait on for their next round of challenges. And we're going to go into our next series matchup here. We'll cut to a break. When we return, though, it's time to get into Prodigy versus Nigma.
See, these games are last.
We rise up from the dust and claim our throne.
There's like a wealth of heroes out there in the pool of a certain role.
My name is Jordan Gilbert, aka Nothing.
Hi, my name is Sue Lee. My handle is Smix. I think it's important for these initiatives to happen. Empathy really, really goes a long way, and it always means so much to us, and I think that's where initiatives like this really help.
I encourage everyone in the community, anytime they see bullying, anytime they see someone getting called names, I encourage you to step up and say something.
Good luck, have fun.
Good luck, have fun.
Multiple witnesses have reported mysterious shadow sightings all around the city. According to experts, the origin of these shadows is still unclear.
Everybody loves an underdog. Who needs to be liked?
Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. Victory in a can.
ESL 1 is brought to you in part by Intel, Mercedes-Benz, GG Bet, Mountain Dew Game Fuel, and DHL.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. More ESL 1 2020 action here. We're about to hop into our second series of today. That is Prodigy versus Nigma. I'm back at the panel. I got Grant and PPD by my side, who just finished commentating Alliance versus Secret.
Yup.
Hype series in itself.
Hell yeah, it was.
It's a bit long, but Alliance did get the W in an upset. Now, I wanted to give your casting duo the name Nutty Professor, but if you had to coin a casting duo name for you two, what would it be?
Grand P.
The Grand P.
Well, no,
I'll think about it. Maybe I'll get back to you tomorrow.
Get back to me. I know you guys have
This
more
is
duos
important.
coming your way.
This
This
is
is
important.
important. It's all about duos in Dota, and you know you're one name away from potentially just securing TI.
Yeah,
as
that's
a main
what we
stage
need.
duo, right?
That's what we need.
That's what we need. You know, we also need a draft. We already got a draft. We got it on our screen. So let's get into it. Nigma versus Prodigy, guys. It's, not much of very theory craft before getting into the draft. It's already here before us, but what are we going to be looking out for here? The last time we saw Nigma play, they went against Secret, and they tried to pull out a lot of the GH Wisp again,
Yep,
a lot of
they
the
did.
old classic Nigma style.
Didn't work.
They didn't work for them, so let's see how they approach today.
Yep, and I like VP Prodigy. They banned the IO. I mean, Secret, obviously, a great team. They know how to play versus it because they play with it. But the interesting thing for me is these two teams have never played, ever. This is the very first meeting, which means the
That's
styles are super. We know VP Prodigy, they like playing fast. They might be the fastest team in this tournament, and their opening's actually Death Prophet Earthshaker, which I wouldn't normally consider that fast, but it's not slow. They played in the 3.
I would say VP Prodigy has done an excellent job in this tournament and the last of picking flexible heroes. That's why I think second pick works really, really well for them. They can pick all of these multi-lane heroes for FN and DM.
Yes.
And they play, Dragonite, Quap,
the DK even got played by Epileptic
Death Prophet.
Kid. Yeah.
Right? They do a lot of different stuff, and then they can last pick Epileptic Kid's hero, and it can be, as hard carries they might need, or as tempo paced.
Because we've seen them play the Luna and the PL, which are pretty damn different.
This is going to be really one of their biggest tests they've had since they faced off against Secret before.
Yes.
I know that NIP did best them in a series, but, after Secret, they went against OG, who wasn't quite the same. No. So now we get to kind of really find out how strong Prodigy are in this one here.
I thought VP Prodigy beat NIP.
They did. Oh, no. Did they not?
No,
they did not.
That was wasn't that the final series?
Yeah, it was.
The two top teams.
Yeah.
And then
VP Prodigy only lost to guess who? Alliance. So if they do get up here, it's going to be a little bit more difficult in that winners bracket all of a sudden.
That is right. That is right.
And look at this, the lane dominating Bane.
Yeah, into Rubik. So
free grip technically, since you have to channel it. Channeling spells are almost always a free steal, since you're obviously just standing still.
There you go. Yep.
I thought the tree ban was a bit interesting from the Enigma side, because I don't know Prodigy to pull out a whole lot often. I don't know if that says something about what the Radiant want to do.
Some people like to tree against Lycan. Maybe that's a hero that they want. I like Lycan against Death Prophet. I like Lycan against Bane.
See, that would make more sense.
Still in the pool as well. Lycan was first banned all 4 games last series. Let through this time completely. We saw, last series was also weird. I go back because it's a draft. The Ember. I can't believe, the Ember is just, ignored in half the games last series. And then when it was picked, it was a 4. I'm like, wow, they just don't value it that highly. I was just pretty surprised.
Or it's, like what S4 said. It's just there's so many bans now, it feels that something's going to happen. Even here, if you're putting priority on banning GH's Wisp and Coddle, which no other team's banning those heroes, that means two nice heroes are going to get through.
It is. I got to say something now. You've got the Radiant side, they got the Steel side. You've got the Morphling Rubik against an Earthshade. You're getting Fissures from every freaking side, man. It is not going to be pretty. You actually have insane amounts of long-range disable. You don't really expect it.
Morphling also likes becoming the Death Prophet, because he can use the Spirit Siphons.
This is a really good Morph, and that's probably why they're comfortable third picking it, right? You don't often see, it's usually a 4th, 5th. but they just want the Morphling.
Oh, it's nice. I think they definitely have like a secure lane for her with the Enchantress, right? Enchantress versus Earthshaker, kind of a free lane. Hard to, I mean, I think Morphling's well against Death Prophet as well, so that lane's sort of even. They could leave it as such, but yeah, I think the Batrider is probably going to try and match up against that Morphling in the top lane.
This is a lot different than last series as well, because you just have like the two biggest lane-dominating fives, like Ench and Bane. Maybe
I think Abaddon is fantastic.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, good call. I guess Legion Commander's the other off-lane go-to, but Abaddon has been more of a flavor.
Well, Abaddon has, Abaddon essentially has 2 saves, one for himself and one for a teammate, which makes it doubly effective.
So if you can't get if you get gripped, you just pop your ulti, shield the Batrider, because they do have a lot of disables, man.
Death Prophet Silence is a bit annoying for Abaddon. Also, he obviously doesn't like getting Yulesed up in the air when his ult goes off, but might just be too good against Earthshaker, Bane, and Batrider. They also don't have any save on their draft so far, and I think save is really, really amazing against Batrider.
Especially, I think, for a team like Nigma, when you really do just request Miracle to carry you a lot. Like, you already have the Morphling. Like, your win condition's out. Just build around him now. And, if the Abba has one bad matchup, I think you're okay.
They can also do, like, Weaver with Ags, if they prefer something like that. Might be a little slower, but it could work.
Man, they're using actually all of their time for this. Holy smokes. No time for that last pick. They go with the Beast.
Beastmaster.
So no save, but much heavier lane pressure, and Nah, that's definitely just mind control.
Well, it's going to give them some extra vision. Maybe